Hey y'all, so the Grammys all got announced today, at least the nominations. We don't know who's gonna win yet, but the rock and metal category this year is actually like pretty exciting, so I wanted to hop on and talk about it a little bit with y'all and just kind of give some speculation and theories as to who I think is gonna win, who I want to win, all that fun stuff. Because y'all seem to like the Slipknot video that I made about talking about Jay Weinberg's departure from the band. So I figure, if people like this kind of stuff, why shouldn't I make it? So yeah, let's go on. I took screen grabs from the Grammy website just so we're not messing with any other weird stuff, ads and things like that disrupts the recording. So first up, we've got Best Rock Performance for new vocal or instrumental solo, duo, group, or collaborative rock recordings. So we've got five picks here. We've got Sculptures of Anything Goes by the Arctic Monkeys, which I have not heard yet. More Than a Love Song by Black Pumas, that I have not heard. Not Strong Enough by Boy Genius. I don't know this, but I know who Boy Genius are. And then Rescued by Foo Fighters and Lux Eterna by Metallica. As far as who I think is going to win this batch, I would imagine it'd be either Foo Fighters or Metallica. That's kind of who I'm hoping for. But I predict that the Foo Fighters will have a huge, clean sweep this year because they've got nominated for a bunch of stuff. I imagine they'll probably get at least the sympathy win from the Grammys because, of Taylor Hawkins passing away, of Dave Grohl's mom passing away too. They kind of tend to do that. Nobody in Ozzy Osbourne's family died just yet, but he won a ton of awards for Patient Number 9, and I felt like that was kind of more of just here's a win because we should have given you 30 of these already, but here you go. That's kind of how I feel it is. And they always give Grammys to Metallica. There's not many times that Metallica have been nominated and didn't win. So I'd love to be wrong, but it's kind of who I'm feeling. And then up next, we've got the Best Metal Performance. And this is the one I'm the most excited about because I'm generally fine with all of these picks. So for new vocal or instrumental solo, duo, group, or collaborative metal recordings, we've got Bad Man by Disturbed from their album Divisive from 2022 last year. Phantom of the Opera by Ghost, obviously a cover of the Iron Maiden song. Fucking awesome cover, by the way. I actually love that version of the song. We've got 72 Seasons by Metallica, of course. Of course, Metallica is going to be on here. Hive Mind by Slipknot, which I was not expecting because Slipknot have never had a very public, good relationship with the Grammys. They've kind of always trashed them. And then for the most exciting pick, we've got Jaded by Spiritbox. Ooh, I'm really hoping that Spiritbox wins. But I'm fine with any of these. These are all good picks, I think. The most likely, I would imagine probably Metallica or Disturbed, just because of how huge both of those bands are. But I'd really love for Spiritbox to win, because that would be huge for them and huge for the modern metal scene, for a newer band to be recognized in the mainstream, especially a band like Spiritbox who do get pretty fucking heavy sometimes. So yeah. And of course, some people are going to be like, "Well, why didn't this band get nominated? Why didn't this band get nominated?" I don't know. I'm not on the fucking Recording Academy. A lot of it, I imagine, because I know some people were saying that Avenged Sevenfold should have gotten nominated, and one of my predictions was that Avenged Sevenfold was going to get nominated, as well as Sleep Token. But I have a feeling neither of those bands really submitted anything to the Recording Academy, because as far as my understanding goes, the record label or the artist has to submit their song or album to be considered to be part of the nomination pool. So I don't think the Grammy just takes a look at okay, I doubt they just go on Kick-Ass Metal on Spotify and just okay, yep, we'll nominate that one. I doubt that's how that works. Even though the Grammys are mainly a dick measuring contest, but yeah, it is what it is. Still, having a band like Spiritbox nominated is fucking awesome. It's a big deal for modern metal, I feel like. So, yeah, really hoping they win. Now, for Best Rock Song, we've got a little bit more variety here. We got Angry by the Rolling Stones, obviously. This one I feel like they'll probably win because they are the Rolling Stones after all. Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl by Olivia Rodrigo. I've not heard this song before, but I don't know how rock Olivia Rodrigo is. I know she takes inspiration from it, obviously, but I just don't know. I'm gonna chalk that one up to ignorance. Emotion Sickness by Queens of the Stone Age, which I'm kind of indifferent on. That song's alright. And then we've got Not Strong Enough by Boy Genius. Decent. I'm glad the Boy Genius are getting nominations because they're a pretty relatively new band too. Kind of a supergroup also. And then we've got Rescued by Foo Fighters, obviously. Out of these, I feel like Foo Fighters and the Rolling Stones are probably the most likely candidates. Although Olivia Rodrigo did have a massive sweep a couple years ago, I want to say 2 years ago at the Grammys, because her album Sour came out and that was a massive hit. So she won a bunch of awards for that. But yeah, I'll say it's either of these three. Although it'd be cool if Queens of the Stone Age or Boy Genius would win. Again, this is another one of those where I'm okay with any of these picks, really. Like, they're all fine. And last, we've got Best Rock Album, because we're just looking at the stuff that I am interested in. I mean, I'm sure there's other channels that talk about the other categories too, but I don't care about those. So for Best Rock Album, we have But Here We Are by Foo Fighters, Starcatcher by Greta Van Fleet, 72 Seasons by Metallica, This Is Why by Paramore, and In Times New Roman by Queens of the Stone Age. These are all solid picks. The only ones I've heard are Metallica and Paramore. I still haven't listened to the Foo Fighters album for some reason. I heard a couple of the singles, but I didn't listen to the full album. Mainly because it came out the same day as the new Avenged Sevenfold, and I was more excited over that. But yeah, honestly, I'm fine with any of these picks. I mean, I'm not a huge Greta Van Fleet fan, so like them being on here is kind of whatever. Same with Queens of the Stone Age. I'm fine with them, but my theory, what am I trying to say? I feel like Foo Fighters and Metallica is going to win. If it's not Metallica, it's definitely Foo Fighters. If it's not Foo Fighters, it's probably going to be Metallica. But I'd love to be wrong. And that's really about it. So yeah, I imagine the Foo Fighters will probably have a pretty good year. Same with Metallica. But yeah, like I said, I'd really love for Spirit Box to win. Or really, I mean, I'm fine with any of these metal performances. This is actually a pretty good year. Not any artist that I don't want to win. So yeah, I won't keep you much longer. That's about it. See ya.